It's fair to assume that almost all kids are familiar with the timeless films created by Pixar since the 90s. It's also fair to assume, however, that not many are aware that all these movies are actually connected. It starts off with Brave, which basically follows a girl with really big hair as she encounters magic for the first time. The important character in this movie is the old lady that disappears through wooden doors and plays with magic, which eventually turns someone into a bear. Keep that in mind. Animals and inanimate objects begin to move and behave like humans, which is super important to notice. In Ratatouille, animals are especially human inclined when Remy begins to want to work in the kitchen and control a human to do so. All the rats also begin to develop into intelligent creatures with human-like intelligence. Weird. In Up, Carl is forced to move due to a corporation known as By and Large, the same one that controls and took over just about everything in WALL-E, and eventually destroyed the Earth with pollution. By and Large pops up in Toy Story also, with batteries and such, which shows its growing prominence early in time. Now, if you haven't noticed, humans basically suck throughout all of this because of their foul treatment and experimentation on animals that eventually they get fed up. Not only that, but even machines turn against humans, such as the huge metal Medusa-looking thing in The Incredibles. But it doesn't stop there. Toys, of course, also start hating humans because of their treatment, which is seen most clearly in Toy Story 3 when we meet the fluffy pink bear that turns out not to be that nice because he basically hates the entire human race. Now, when basically everything turns against humans, the most prominent power were the machines. In Cars, all humans and all animals are nowhere to be found. There's just cars behaving with human intelligence. Of course, there was still the prominent energy crisis though, since the humans were away. With all the humans away on a ship called Axiom getting all fat and lazy, the Earth is left alone and rotting in radiation, leading to animal mutations that ends up getting really rough, eventually leading to Monsters. Monsters, Inc. takes place way in the future where animals have mutated and become incredibly intelligent, evident in their discovery of their own energy source, humans. But since humans are gone, but vital to the monsters' energy, they find a way to time travel to the past through special wooden doors. Although monsters were trained to think humans were toxic, there was one that got away. By now, it's probably very clear that Boo was the key to it all. Boo became incredibly attached to Sully, so when he stopped visiting, she only obsessed more in search of her best friend. Boo is the same witch from Brave who used wooden doors and wood in general to experiment with magic and time travel. The accidental transformation of a human into a bear in Brave was only Boo's failed attempt to recreate Sully. Sully is even seen in one of the witch's carvings along with a Pizza Planet truck, which shows up in many other films as well. Boo created the magic that carried all the Pixar movies through time while still keeping them connected. I guess we can all thank Boo for the confusing and human-hating universe that we grew up watching. Thanks, Boo.